The schools participating in this football playoff game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by the school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the Arkansas Activities Association. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football playoff game, is a voluntary nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be the most desirable for high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation.
The Arkansas Activities Association believes that athletes are taught many things through sports. In addition to these skills, they learn self-control, ideals of fair play and honesty, respect for authority, and for...
You're looking live from Gina Cox Center on the campus of Lone Oak, Arkansas, or Lone Oak High School in Lone Oak, Arkansas, for the state volleyball tournament and today's contest between the Mena Lady Cats and the Prairie Grove Lady Tigers. I am Lynn Gregson, and beside me today and commentating will be Coach Hannah McDonald. Coach McD, yesterday we saw a lot of good volleyball across all the games, but particularly we were well represented in Northwest Arkansas.
We definitely were. In fact, it's the first time in 18 years that all Northwest Arkansas teams made it past the first rounds during the 4A state tournament. So it's a big history-making day yesterday, and hopefully we all four advance again today. It's completely possible.
Well, I definitely, in looking at the games yesterday, let's go back. We'll come back and talk about our Lady Tigers in just a bit. But yesterday in the games that I was able to watch, and with particularly I went and watched a Fountain Lake and Harrisburg. That game was so interesting. Fountain Lake jumped on them immediately, won 2 games pretty handily. And then Harrisburg found a way to win Game 3, won Game 4, and then was able to make the complete sweep, coming back, winning 3 straight to advance to the quarterfinals. And then you were in here for most of this. I was in and out of this game when we looked at our 4th seed from the Northwest, Huntsville, against the number 1 seed from the Central South Side.
That was an intense game. The Lady Tigers came to watch and cheer on the Lady Eagles from Huntsville, and it was Southside versus Huntsville. Southside was a first-seeded team, and they really battled hard. They won the first 2 sets easily, fought hard in the 3rd and 4th and lost those 2, and then just took over Game 5 and sealed the deal, being the last Northwest Arkansas team to make it to the next round.
What was interesting, I think, and you coached this sport for a few years, I think when you win the first 2 and then you drop the next 2, I rarely see, now you tell me if I'm wrong, I rarely see the team that win the first 2 win the last one, because it's like the momentum has totally switched, and it's just it. But somehow Huntsville dug deep last night, and was able to do it. I know our Lady Tigers were there cheering them on, probably helped them a little bit, but what a great show of resilience by the Lady Eagles.
I heard one of their seniors saying to the rest of them, "I'm not ready to go home." I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I'm not ready to go home. And I think that little pep talk that they gave each other really helped turn it around. And, Angie Baker, she's so positive, and she's just what the Lady Eagles need.
Well, they did an excellent job. And then we did not get to see Shiloh against Clinton, nor did we see I saw a little bit of Brooklyn yesterday, just a little bit. That Brooklyn today, Brooklyn and Berryville, Brooklyn, the number 1 seed from the Northeast. And let me pause for a second. The Northeast put 3 teams. The Northeast put 3 teams into the quarterfinals. The only team from the West is the team that we're playing today, Mena. But the Brooklyn number 1 seed from the Northeast, Berryville the number 2 seed from the Northwest, that's going to be one heck of a match tonight, or after our contest. Or actually, that one's going on while we're playing in the other gym. They're in the other gym. That is going to be a heck of a contest. And because we know how close Berryville came to beating Shiloh a couple of times this year, and we all know how good Shiloh is, Brooklyn is very impressive. I know they have a lot of athletes, and they have a lot of girls that on their basketball team that are very, very good. So Brooklyn is going to be something to be reckoned with for Berryville.
Brooklyn, Westside Jonesboro, and, Valley View, who's now in the 5A, those three have battled out the Northeast #1 position for years and, have been a regular in the finals of, 4A volleyball. So, seeing Brooklyn here today, seeing Westside Jonesboro here today, that's going to be some good volleyball to watch because Northwest Arkansas is stronger than it's ever been, and, here we are representing, ready to go.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, a couple of years ago when we made Prairie Grove made the Final Four, I thought that year, if I remember correctly, it was us, Gravette, Pea Ridge, and I'm trying to think who the fourth Farmington. I thought that year we had a chance to put 4 in the Elite 8, and I was really surprised that we were the team. Not that I was surprised that we were, because I thought we had a really good team, but I definitely thought Gravette would be there as well, and I was really surprised that year. And this year, it just showed last night how strong our conference was or how strong our conference is to have 4 teams advance.
Definitely. It's really been – volleyball has been growing quite a bit in Northwest Arkansas, and one of the things that I have to credit that to is the club programs going on in Northwest Arkansas. That's really what helps the girls during the off season is getting to play that volleyball, and that's what helps. And most of our girls are involved, and it's making a difference. It's
really almost a sorority of volleyball players up in the Northwest Arkansas area now. You've got I know that Marie Landry, Bonnie. Kelsey Webb, a lot of these girls Riley Gerwig, they've all been.
Spinks has as well.
They've all been playing, and they know a lot of our girls know girls from Berryville, Shiloh, because they've been playing with them and there's a unique
connection. Connection and bond.
Yeah, absolutely. And last night exemplified that a little bit of how they were cheering for each other.
And we have Shiloh today who's cheering us on.
Yep, they're right behind our bench. And it's one of those things where they may be our nemesis during the season and everything. We get here, we all kind of really want our area to be well represented. Let's talk a little bit about the game yesterday, which was, I've had the opportunity now, Hannah, for almost 5 years to be able to webcast and be a part of this. That was as fun. I mean, I've had a lot of fun doing it. That was as fun of a announcing time as I had yesterday. A very exciting game, and the way we came back from being 21-11 down, what a remarkable thing. Talk a little bit about, as a coach, what it means to come back from that far down.
Coach Lays and I talked about it extensively last night, and it really, a lot of it attributes to the senior group. They have grown so much this season, and they've really stepped up probably within the last few months as leaders, and they weren't about to give up. And they turned it around, and, Jalen Kilburn, I'll tell you what, if we're down and she's the person up to serve, there's going to be the momentum change in the game right there, and it proved to be right yesterday.
It was really amazing to watch them come back. And then the body language of Lone Oak. Totally, it just really changed after that. The way that you just saw that, how did we lose that first game? And I think that attitude or that feeling that they had really hurt them in game 2, because I don't think they snapped out of it. And once they were down 2-0, it just really kind of went downhill for them. And
they had a fire in them at the beginning of that third set, and really came out on fire. But another monumental thing that happened yesterday was Riley Gerwig with those 3 blocks and ending it with that block kill, and that kind of sealed the deal as far as what was going to happen in that third set.
You're exactly right, Hannah, because it was McCall. I believe it was McCall.
Yes, and she was strong.
And McCall was coming, and there was many times yesterday when McCall would go for the spike, for the kill, and we would be there to block, and we'd be in good position. But it was so powerful that it would still they would still get the point.
Yes.
To break through. And Gerwig, bam, she did it once. And I'm like, wow, yes. She did it twice. And I'm like, oh, gosh. And then McCall came a third time, and that time she made she hit it and went straight down. We got the point, and then Gerwig turned from blocking to, I don't know, 8 or 9. I forget what it was.
8 in a row. 8 aces, actually.
Eight in a row from a serving, and after that, it was, Prairie Grove was starting to turn their minds to today, because they were pretty much in position at that point that they were going to be in the quarterfinals where we are today. Well, let's take a quick break. Following this break, we'll come back. We got about 3 minutes before tip-off. We'll talk a little bit more about today's game.
Let's face it, life's moving along at a faster pace these days, and every now and again you find that one stop that allows you to catch your breath. That one stop that reminds you of the good old-fashioned values. The one stop that hand dips their ice creams and makes hamburgers to die for. The one stop that can furnish you with propane and pizza and everything in between. And they usually call you by your name and ask you about your family. Well, that place in Prairie Grove is Frederick's One Stop, serving Prairie Grove since 1975. They say, "Go Tigers!"
Okay, we're back. Coach McD and Freddie Wiggin and Gary Hollingsworth watching from Foley, Alabama. And I know exactly who that is, so glad to have you with us.
I want to say one more thing while we're at it. You're hearing from some of your friends, and what I want our fans at home to know is that today is your 50th birthday.
Oh, no.
So today is a big celebration for us, as well as advancing in the state finals. But happy birthday, Lynn.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for joining us on your birthday.
Oh, no, I don't think it's that many, though. I don't think it's that many.
No. Your wife lied to me with that number, correct?
Yeah, she had to. That can't be true. There's not enough gray hair for that.
Well,
Okay.
I know in your household that sporting events are basically how you celebrate big occasions, and I'm hoping that for your birthday we bring home a win tonight.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. The last big event that we had, where we had a sporting event, was senior night. It was Valentine's Day. That's my wife and I's anniversary, and that was a special night for sure for our family as well. I think for Prairie Grove and the Farmington community as well. Great night, and hopefully, whoa, they're going to hurt their own player out here. And hopefully today, our Lady Tigers will be able to advance. Coach, tell us what you know about Mena. We got about a minute here before tip-off. Tell us what you know. And I'm looking down here. They're coming pretty strong with some of these hits.
They're coming strong, and they're ready. One of the things from talking to, somebody that plays them on a regular basis, they said, shut down the twins. There are 2 twins that play the middle position, and, that's going to be very important. It's going to be our middle blockers versus their middle blockers and making sure we shut down their middles. We're going to see a lot of float serves today. We're going to see some good outside hits as well. Normally, most of the teams we play, the corners are usually open. This is a team that covers their corners well, and the middle of the court is going to be the area that's going to make it or break it for us today.
Well, I think it's very important that we get off to a good start. I think the key game today for us will be game 2, and I'm going to tell you why. We have had slow starts all year, and if we were to get off to a slow start today and lose the first game, I don't think that will get us all the way down. No. But game 2 will be very critical. I hope we get off to a great start in game 1, because I think that could send a message to Mena that, you and I were talking about this. Mena has been asking about Berryville and Shiloh and what they might see in the semifinals, kind of looking past their first game, which they did pretty much. They struggled a little bit with Newport at the beginning. But I think they've been kind of looking to who they would play, Brooklyn, Berryville, or Shiloh down the road, and not talk a lot about Prairie Grove. I'd love to send a message to them early on. Well,
I'd like to send that message as well, and I think the ladies are in the right mindset. They're ready to win this game.
Well, they're getting ready to come out, and while we're doing thanks and recognition, thank you for the gift today. I have an affinity for a certain candy, and Hannah, for those that are watching, Hannah brought me my favorite candy. It's sitting right here, so if you hear a little munching going on in the background, or Hannah's just the only one talking, I'm probably eating the candy there. So here we go.
Happy birthday. Enjoy.
Thank you. Here they come. The Lady Tigers going to start. Taylor Spinks, Bonnie Craigle, Kelsey Webb, Jalen Kilborn, Megan Gerwig, and
Nikayla Calvin.
Nikayla Calvin Red. That'll be your starters today, which means I'm going to guess that Jalen. There's the 8-4-6. We got this.
I would not be surprised if Coach Lace starts out with Jalen serving today.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Let me look at the lineup that was sent to me just to. And actually, I think Spinks is going to be the first server to correct that. So we did not win first serve. Mena did. So coming in, starting with the strong receive is important. Starting for the Mena Lady Cats, we have their libero, Bailey Bunch, Rachel Wood, who's going to play middle back and outside. Our twins that we mentioned before, Macy and Maddie Brotherton, both middle backs. Darian Torix is an outside hitter. Kinsey Spurgeon, she's setter outside and a DS. And Brooke Hines, who plays setter and outside.
Okay, well, we're getting ready, and looks like serving first is going to be number 45, Brooke Hines for the Lady Cats.
And you're going to notice that Mena runs a unique rotation today. Nice dig to start off with. Bonnie coming in strong. Set to the outside. We almost get a hand on that. And they're going to call a double touch to start off with.
Double touch that time on Spinks.
And that's something typical. You know, they go a little soft with us in conference play. And by the time you get to state, they don't want to see any double touches at all. Jalen with the dig. We have a little bit of a miscommunication with the free ball going over. Set to middle. And we have Riley in the net.
Riley's in the net. Yeah, that kind of hurt there because that gave them really a free opportunity for a quick kill there, and it's 2-0 Lady Cats. And now
we've got a free ball over, so we've got to play some strong defense right here.
Something happened. I'm not sure what it was.
I don't know what that was. We had a strong noise here in the gym.
And I saw some of the Lady Bearcats or Lady Cats. They cringed.
I did.
Yeah, and I cringed
so
as
I can
well.
only imagine playing when that's going on.
3-0, and the Lady Cats are off to a very good start.
That's a nice jump serve by number 45.
We need a point here.
Coming out to Bonnie. Nice spot, Bonnie.
Nice spot by Bonnie Craigle. Excellent. We needed that. Into the game comes Marie Gregson in for Jalen.
And for an outside hitter, that is one of the hardest spots to hit. You know, I always call that a Shiloh tee because Shiloh's always been famous for hitting those tees. And it's great to see that we're turning that into a Prairie Grove tee now.
3-1, Lady Cats up on the Tigers.
Got a hit from the right side.
That was number 40, I believe.
Yes.
That is Rachel Wood. She's going to have a heck of a jump serve. Look how far back she is.
She's a very strong player. I was told early on yesterday she's going to be a player to watch out for today. She's got a short little jump serve coming over. And here we push it to the middle. A little bit of miscommunication on Mena's side. And they have a hit to about the 20.
That was Macy Brotherton that time, one of the twins. It's 5-1, Mena leading the Lady Tigers.
Mena tends to hit cross quite a bit, so our defense on that cross, both blocking and digging, is going to be very important today. Number 40, Rachel Wood, up to serve again. Nice float serve to the middle.
Here's an opportunity now, and now we just have to get it over again.
Push it to the middle. Set to the outside. Again, we blocked that one correctly. Push it to the back row. They have a very strong libero, so one thing we were told yesterday is keep it away from their libero. Great block, forcing her to hit that out of bounds.
Nice job that time by the Lady Tigers. 5-2. We need a couple here, Bonnie.
One of the things Bonnie told me getting off the bus today, she said, I just have to have better serves today. That's the one thing I'm going to work on.
And there is
and there she goes.
Nice
serve.
That gets them a little bit out of position, unable to make just a super. Oh, but the nice
and
placement.
Hitting it short.
Nice placement there by Darian Torix. Boy, I thought we had them set up well because they weren't going to be able to hit, but just a super placement that time. And now the libero, Bailey Bunch with the serve. That's going to go long.
That's out.
6-3. Now is Gerwig coming in to serve, and Kelsey Webb coming in to play the front line. Boy, Gerwig, if she could serve like she did yesterday.
And I think she's really learned a lot about her consistency as well. Nice
Whoa,
serve.
That's a double hit.
And they tip that over the block, hits Kelsey in the head, and they call a lift.
Yeah.
You know, that is legal when it hits their head. as well as even if you kick the ball, that's a legal play.
But that almost
move as
rolled
well.
up her arm.
It did.
I mean, it almost like hit her arms and then her head. It could have possibly been, whoa, set it back to the back.
Ooh, that was a nice play right there on Mena's part.
We're in the net again. That time I believe it was
Michaela Calvin.
Yeah, it was Red getting in the net, 8-3.
I think our girls are just kind of settling in, trying to read Mena right now, figuring out what they're going to do. Nice pass by Marie. Red comes up to hit. She hits it deep.
Nice job.
Pancaked by Mena. Mena pushes it. Spinks is there. And we weren't quite watching in position. They're calling Marie in the net.
They called us a 4. They held it to 4. I don't know how that.
I think that was for Marie. She's
4.
number 4.
Yeah, number 4.
Yep.
9-3, the Lady Cats up. You know, one of the things I've noticed, too, we've had a couple of opportunities on the sets for some nice hits, and we just not quite able to get that over there. And they're and Mena is doing a nice job of placing the ball. I haven't seen – there's been 1 or 2 hits that are almost impossible to hit back. But other than that, most of them have just been very well placed.
They definitely have. You know, they're looking for where are the spots that need some adjusting, but the girls are on top of it. So Reba Holmes is watching. She says happy birthday, Lynn, and she's ready for this game to get going.
And another good serve. Got some other shout-outs here. Of course, my partner for the webcast, Zach Arns, is watching. Smith watching back in Prairie Grove, one of our students there.
Nice set to that side. Michaela tries to place that in the middle, not quite strong enough.
Michaela's in the net. Yep.
They're going to call back row attack. It's about time we get that call. That's good.
Oh, it was for us then. Now Jalen coming in.
Hopefully Jalen turns around the momentum like she is known how to do. I do want to say a shout out to another very big Prairie Grove fan, and that would be Doug Bartholomew. He's been the bus driver for these girls for most of the season, and unfortunately he wasn't able to join them. They call it out. Okay, that's our point. Good.
So Prairie Grove gets the point. We need Jalen right here to get us a little roll like she did yesterday. 10-5. Lady
Get a
Tigers
run,
down.
shift the momentum. That's all we need. Nice strong serve. Little bit of an overpass. Perfect.
10-6. We can get this thing up around 10-8, 10-9, and the Lady Tigers right back in it. Just like yesterday, like I said, we were down 21-11. Made a comeback with Jalen serving. Can she do it again today? Here's Jay Bird.
Oh, nice floating serve. Set to the right side. I'm surprised to see some right side hits today. That hits the antenna off that block. It's called out on us. I really did not think we would see this many right side hits today.
We may almost be forced to it. I mean,
and that might be something that Coach Lays is doing, is forcing that right side hit. Good job on that cross. Michaela rolls that over. Set strong to the outside, tip to the middle.
Nice job. Want to apologize. Looked like we went off the air, unbeknownst to you and I, went off for just a couple of minutes. We apologize for that. We're back with you. 12-6, Mena leading the Lady Tigers.
Oh, nice
and here's
pass.
Kelsey.
The tempo of that pass was perfect. Set up to the middle. Nice strong block by Kelsey. Mena keeps it alive. Hit from the back row, and that's out. I think the Lady Tigers are back in this. We have Bowman up to serve.
Katie Bowman's going to come in and serve.
And we have number 12 from Mena coming in as well, Lexi Brooks.
Need some points here, Miss Bowman.
Oh, and right into the net.
13-7.
Hopefully Katie's able to shake that off, get in this game.
Serving now is Maddie Brotherton, one of the twins. There's Jalen. And now far hit. Here's Bonnie Kragel with opportunity.
Nice hit, Bonnie. Right side.
The tip.
And it's tipped. We're not able to keep that alive. You know, there is something unique about the Brotherton twins. One is right-handed, one is left-handed.
That is unique.
So hopefully we're able to read, you know, blocking a left-handed middle is much harder than people realize.
Nice job by Jalen to let that one go.
And Jalen's really been stepping it up as a leader and doing an excellent job. And that communication on whether it's in or out is so important. Landry Laird up to serve.
You just really need to close this gap.
Nice serve. Back set to the right side. It's pushed over. Looks like we're going to free ball it over. Their libero passes up to their setter. Goes to outside. Tight on the net to the outside.
Oh.
Ooh, nice spot, and it's called out. That looked so close.
It was close.
That was smart. That was smart. We just didn't keep it in.
Yeah. I think she could have gone a tad bit deeper, not as far out to the right because there was no one over there. But unfortunately, not able to keep that one alive for us. Now here's an
nice
opportunity.
Pass by Jalen. Set to Bonnie Craigle. Bonnie Craigle goes too far across.
They're going to be in the net.
They call them in the net. All right, ladies, let's use this. Let's keep going.
15-9 now. Marie coming in for Jalen. Just got word we have plenty in the cafeteria watching again today, and we welcome you that are watching in the cafeteria.
Stream cross hit. Nobody's there. Keep it going.
Unlike yesterday when you were watching, we were in a old school gym, very small. I'll use the movie Hoosier-like gym. And then today, and there's two gyms, they're connected. And today we're in, a very nice facility. They held the state basketball tournament here back in the spring, and very nice facility today. Probably very similar to what we'll be having in Prairie Grove in short order.
Marie rolls it over the net. Mena sets it outside. They come line that time, and they push it straight down. We keep it alive. Somebody get up, do something with that.
Nice job.
Nice placement, and they're going to call double hit.
17-9. If we're going to make a run, it's about time to do that. Mena, you can see the strength of Mena. I'll tell you who they – honestly, watching them play, to me, it reminds me a lot of Berryville. and just the strength of their game.
You can tell they're starting to switch it up a little bit on their hits. They were hitting a lot cross, and they've noticed we've made that adjustment to those cross hits, and now they're moving more line. You can tell Lays is moving Landry around quite a bit, trying to get that coverage strong.
I'll tell you something about Mena while we're on break here. I noticed some of their shirts. I think they finished last year in the finals. They were runner-up last year. I believe it was to Valley View.
I believe so as well.
Valley View has won this thing like forever. And they were runner-up. And I've noticed a lot of shirts that they have, and I can read them from over here. It says unfinished business. They feel like they need to come back here and finish what they weren't able to do last year. And so they're kind of on a mission, and they've got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder because they felt like, hey, we want to come back. Valley View's not there to stop us this time. We're going to bring this back home to Mena. So they kind of have that as their mission and goal. Our Lady Tigers are like, hey, you know what? We were here just a couple years ago. Let's do it again. So it's 18-9. Lady Tigers down here in the first set. Those that may be watching that aren't as familiar with volleyball, you have to win 3 sets of 5 to win the game or to win the match.
Nice pass by Bowman. She does a quick to Riley. Riley tips it towards the middle. They had the middle coverage, and our block wasn't there in time.
And that was number 22. That was Duran Torres.
Marie hits cross. They keep it alive.
Nice job by their number 1. I catch her name here.
Bowman has a pass to our setter. Goes up. Riley adjusts. They're trying to keep it alive and aren't able to.
I'll tell you, Jordan Ward for Mena did a great job of keeping that alive. Luckily, the Tigers able to keep the pressure on and get the point.
There's something about these two teams is that there's depth of bench on both teams and several options that these coaches can do. So not only is it a battle between, personnel that's out there on the court, but some coaching decisions as well.
19-11, Lady Tigers trail. Very similar position as yesterday.
Nice serve by Bonnie.
Not bad position that time by Marie and Riley, just unable to stop that. It's 20-11.
And one of the things that Lay's talking to Riley about right now, you've got to get over there quicker, set up, get big hands, stopping that ball. That's really what we need today. Those blocks are going to be very important. Oh, nice hit by Bonnie. Just a simple roll over that net. Puts them slightly out of position. A little bit of miscommunication, but we handle it well. Quick to the middle. Bonnie pops that up. And they're calling Riley in the net, I believe.
Boy, they've been really a lot of close calls. And like you said, things that you might get away with in regular season, maybe even in district tournament, they're calling those things tight today. That one's going to go in the net. 21-11, the familiar score.
21-12, here we go.
And Riley Gerwig into serve. Here comes Michaela Calvin in to play the front in place of Bowman. Boy, Riley, we could sure use a run here, girl. Nice
that
serve.
was a great serve. Get up, get up.
Yes.
Nice, Kelsey. Good job, good job.
21-13.
You know, one of the things that Lays told them on the bus, you see an overpass, you take advantage of that, and that's what Kelsey Webb just did.
21-13. Riley Gerwig on the serve. And it's going to go long.
That's out.
It's going to go long. 22-13. Lady Tigers trail Mena. Mena's kind of controlled this first game from the onset.
Nice pass by Bonnie. Set to the right side. Marie with good placement there. They try to tip it over, and it goes into the net.
22-14, and now we got another great server, Jalen Kilburn, coming in. We'll use Jaybird here to get us a few.
And I think she will. You know, she has that history, and she has for years of being a good server that just seems to turn the momentum around just a little bit. Nice serve by Jalen. Set to the outside. They push it, and we don't have anyone there to cover it. Looks like we're covering our line very tight right now, and our cross court is not covered as heavy as it needs to be.
23-14.
I'm sure Coach Lays will be making that adjustment very shortly.
I think we had a chance that time to hit that one. I think Michaela was looking for help on the backside.
Oh, nice hit. Well done, Kelsey.
23-15. With Kelsey, she's gone a little more blonde on us.
She's gone blonde and a little shorter as well.
And I keep looking. I almost called her Bonnie because Bonnie, very similar hairstyle now. 23-15. Long, deep serve by Michaela Calvin. Now
we keep it alive. Hopefully somebody's aggressive with that ball, tipping it to the middle. A little too high of a tip. Goes to outside.
Nice block.
They try going line, and we have a great block on that.
23-16. If nothing else in this game, trying to close this could help that momentum in the second game. Really need some points and not just to get close. Man, that's a deep serve.
And deep serves are good because, you know, it's going to move them around a little bit. Our block just wasn't strong enough there.
Well, we were in good position that time, too. 24-16. Lady Tigers, it would take something special to get this first game, trailing 24-16.
Doable, but it's going to be some hard work. I'm surprised I didn't call a double on that. It looked very close. Oh, nice.
Nice job.
Wow, Mena's keeping that alive. Come on, Kelsey.
Nice job by Mena keeping that one alive.
Pushing it to the corner. Jalen's there. Lander's there to cover her. Oh, nice job, Bonnie. Oh, this is a battle right here. Set to our outside, Bonnie Craigle. Bonnie tips to the middle.
Got it.
And we got that point.
23-17, Lady Tigers. Nice job.
That's how I want to see our girls play for the rest of these sets. Just like that. Very smart, backing each other up, good communication. Oh, nice serve. And
tipped
we
out.
tipped it.
And that's going to be the final of the first game. Mena wins at 25-17. We're going to take a break. We'll come back for set 2 of this match.
If you're looking for America's most dependable, long-running, full-size truck, then you're looking for the Chevy Silverado. And you'll find a fantastic selection at Everett Chevrolet right off of I-49. But right now, they're excited about the totally redesigned Tahoe and Suburban. If you're looking to move your small team around, you can do it in style with Everett Chevrolet. And you'll also find two of America's favorite sports cars there, the Chevy Camaro and the Corvette Stingray. New or used, you'll find it at customer-friendly, family-owned Everett Chevrolet, I-49 and Elm Springs Road in Springdale.
Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club represents our kids' sporting events grades K through 12. Like us on Facebook and follow us at Prairie Grove Tigers. If you'd be interested in helping out the sports teams with a monetary donation, please visit their website at pgboosterclub.com. Carmart of Northwest Arkansas. Come on down and see why Carmart continues to earn the repeat business with so many customers.
For over 100 years, the Luganbuhl name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with tender care, as well as with the honor and dignity they deserve. The type of service, the monument, every single aspect is handled with that special Luganbuhl care, including the opportunity to work with them on pre-planning. If you have any questions, please call 846-2141. That's 846-2141. Lloyd Wayne Luganbuhl. Stacy Luganbuhl, J.C. Dobbs, or Dwayne Cunningham stand ready to continue that Luganbuhl tradition. For more information, they invite you to visit their website, luganbuhl.com.
I don't see it, but they do.
Okay, we're back, and as we come back, Lady Tigers go down in the first set 25-17. And in our pregame, Coach, we were talking about that we've had bad starts often this season on several games. I said early on that I thought that the second set of this match would be the key to if we're going to really have a shot at winning this match. And so this is where we are. Mena's a very good volleyball team. You can see that. They're real disciplined. They got some really good athletes. They hit the ball hard. We seem a little bit out of position, a little bit out of sync. We kind of got our rhythm a little bit, but never really got successive points going.
I think the way we ended that last point, that last little rally that went on, the way we ended that, if we can come into this set with that same aggression and determination, we should do well. But it's going to take a lot of dedication. It's going to take us a little quicker on our feet. Our blocks have to be doing the job of funneling those hits where our passers are ready for it.
A little bit different starting lineup this time for the Lady Tigers. Taylor will be starting the serve.
Taylor will be starting the serve, and Michaela Calvin starting on back row instead of starting on the front row. It'll be interesting to see if Lay switches it up a little bit and puts Bowman in on that front row.
This is a very key set of this match. Oh, and not a good start as Spinks hits it into the net. And it is 1-0.
And hopefully we can shake that off.
And here's an opportunity here. Nice block that time. Gerwig and Gregson team up for the block, and it's 1-1.
And one of the things that Lay said to Marie coming into this, you ready to battle for some assists with Spinks? And I think she just answered that question right there.
Bonnie Craig to serve. 1-1. Lady Tigers trying to get good serve by.
Nice serve.
Yes! And for the first time today, the Lady Tigers have a lead 2-1.
And right now we have 3 Northwest Arkansas teams in the house. Huntsville has just joined Shiloh in a cheering session. Right probably when we need them the most. We need their cheers.
And now you got, and Huntsville definitely repaying for last night. They're out there in full force right now.
And that's one of the things that Coach Lace told the girls,
Unfortunately not able to get it back over, but you get a little more energy, and that can really help.
Coach Lace told the girls yesterday, she said, this is your karma right now. You never know if you're going to need them cheering you on tomorrow. and sure enough, they're here.
Rachel Wood serving for the Lady Cats.
Oh, that's a nice serve.
Sure was, nice and low.
Calvin's continuing to play front row. She might be playing all the way around.
Good.
Oh, nice job. Riley tipped over. That's going to go cross, and our block wasn't quite there like it needed to be.
I'll tell you what was impressive about that they were able to get that strong of a hit really without a traditional set. That was hit from the back row, and it worked out really well for them. Here's Rachel Wood. 3-2, Lady Cats leading Lady Tigers.
And it's been a battle just for the first 6 points right here.
4-2. Landry knows she just didn't quite get under that enough to get it pop, and it came here to the left, unable for Michaela Calvin to get to it. 4-2. Lady Tigers need a point here. Here's
and again, a little bit of an overpass there.
This is where we can't get down too fast here. It's 5-2. Coming in now for
the Lady Tigers
Red.
right now is Katie Bowman.
Katie Bowman's going to come in. Need a point here. Do not want to get down too fast.
And they're picking on that spot right now. You know, if I'm Coach Lays, I'm just thinking, okay, if we can find somebody to do that, who can I stick in that spot if we're not getting that job done?
They're going to come here again. Right now, it's been a weak spot for us.
Nice pass by Landry. Good tempo on that pass. Marie adjusts, hits it to their libero. It's tipped over to the middle. Bonnie keeps it alive.
Oh,
Katie rolls it over. That was smart.
She was able to keep it from going
Tip to the outside. Outside hits it strong. We're still alive. Takes Marie getting it back over.
Yes!
We're fighting for this point right now. And they're calling it out of the antenna. There's no way that was outside of the antenna. There is no way. Marie had a perfect angle on that. She adjusted.
Bad call that time.
Well done, Lady Tigers. Keep battling. Nice pass, Bowman. Not quite the set that Riley needed, but she continued to work with it.
That's out. Yes. 7-3. Lady Tigers need it here. They really do.
Kelsey has some determination in her face. She's ready to rock that front row.
Shiloh and Huntsville behind the Lady Tigers right now. Wow, what a good serve. I got to tell you, the front line play of the Lady Cats, very smart.
Well, one of the things that I'm seeing with these front line plays, this is the way Shiloh used to always play. That's what I'm used to seeing, and we haven't faced something like that in a while, so that's something new for us. Comes to the back row. We roll it over. They tip it. We're there covering that tip. That's good. Spinks rolls it to their back row. Set back to the outside, and that's out.
8-4. We just need a little momentum. We just need something to get us over the hump. What we haven't been able to do yet, Coach, we have not been able – I think the most points we've got consecutively is 2. I don't think we've been able to put together a 3-point run yet. We really could use that right now with Jalen. Oh, no!
And that's unlike Jalen. You know, that is not typical Jalen Kilburn with the error in the net like that.
9-4. We've had 2 of those in this game that served in the net. Really sets us back a little, especially with Jalen because she's such a great server.
Oh. Spinks was trying to take advantage of being a front row setter right there, and she wasn't able to adjust in time.
10-4. Lady Tigers struggling right now with the Lady Cats. That's long.
That's not an easy one for Katie to adjust to, being so far off the net, but she's trying. She's hanging in there. And if I'm a Coach Lays and I'm in that timeout right now, one of the things that I'm saying to the girls is we have to eliminate errors. If there's any time you're stepping it up and eliminating all your errors, this is the game to do it. That's how you're going to hang with Mena. They're not that much better than teams that we've faced before. You just have to play a strong game right now.
Well, Coach McDonald, I'm really the thing right now is it seems like we're just not in sync. We haven't been able to get a rhythm at all. Like I said, the most points that we've got consecutively are 2. If we could just get a run or 3 or 4, but boy, I got to tell you, Mena's frontline play has been exceptional because when they hit hard, they hit hard. Whenever we go up there for that strong block, they're able to get just the right tip in just the right spot, and we've really struggled.
And they're giving some fake swings as well, and you know, Shiloh's given that to us a couple times this year, but not as much as we're seeing it from Mena, and we're a little slow on our feet.
12-4.
Nice pass by Landry. Spinks doesn't quite get the hit on that she wants to, but she did make Mena fight for it. Spinks is up. Get up, Spinks. We stepped under. They didn't call it. Kelsey was in the net as well. They didn't call it.
Wow, 12-5. Well, we needed a couple. They kind of ripped us a while ago.
They did. I really think they did earlier. It was times that I wasn't watching that net move at all. So, okay, we'll take that. Thank you.
12-5, Lady Tigers down.
Good serve by Bowman. Hit by a right side. And we've got a shanked pass.
13-5, Lady Cats. Again, Lady Tigers just able to get 1 point at a time, not able to get that rhythm. Now serving, number 22, that is Duran Torix.
And we had Rachel Wood come back into play. She's a strong hitter.
Michaela Calvin back in for the Lady Tigers on the back row. 13-5, Lady Tigers.
Torix has a nice drop serve. Gone to outside. It's tipped over. Kelsey keeps it alive. Bonnie gets in position and hits it. A right side hits. And Landry's really working hard. It's hard to keep that alive when it's tipped off your block like that.
One of the things I'm seeing today too, Coach, we haven't had a lot of front line, go for kills. We just haven't been in many good positions to do that. And there's another one where we're just not able to get there. And another point for the Mena Lady Cats, 15-5. And Lady Tigers struggling right now to just kind of find any kind of rhythm.
You can see the determination in our girls' eyes, but you can tell they're getting frustrated right now. And that goes off of our block and out.
16-5.
Coach Lays is calling another timeout here. That's
her second timeout.
Second timeout. We have 5 points on the scoreboard.
Let's take this timeout with them. In the second set of this match, it's 16-5, Lady Cats.
I wonder if Buck Lewis had any idea as to what he was starting when he sold his first Ford back in 1946. He was on the square in Fayetteville. Then Tom and Herb Lewis made the move to the current location on North College back in 1969. But through all those years, a Lewis has always been at the helm, and that tradition continues today. It's that kind of family value and heritage that makes Lewis Automotive the place to buy your next vehicle. Be it a Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, or Jeep, new or used, you can still find a Lewis standing behind every single deal. Award-winning service, 6 locations and over 1,000 vehicles. It's amazing. A lot has changed, but the Lewis heritage and tradition continues. Lewis Automotive, proudly serving Northwest Arkansas since 1946.
Okay, we're back. Lady Tigers need something positive to happen here. Down 16-5, already down 1 set in the match. But we've come back before from being down 2 sets. We've come back before in this situation. It's not out of the question that we can't make a run here.
And there's some determination in this senior class. They're not going to let this happen easily. And that proves it right there with Kelsey Webb keeping that alive.
Wow. I'll tell you, this is a much better Mena team than was seen yesterday here. They seem to be playing much more of a complete game than we saw yesterday from them.
We have some little bit of miscommunication on our back row. Another fake hit. Landry's there.
Bonnie Craigle this time.
Bonnie with a nice hit and a Bonnie Craigle kill right there.
A much needed point there, and a nice job by Bonnie.
Bonnie seems much more on top of her game today. I don't know if she really thought through her game yesterday and made some adjustments, but she's doing a great job. It was served by Landry Laird. Hit from outside over the block to Landry. She's there to cover it. Craigle walks into that and hits it. It's pushed over from their right side. We have a set out of position.
And they're going to be able to get that ball
And I
back
think
over.
they're going to free ball it over. They weren't ready for that missed set either. Nice quick.
But unable.
Oh, and that looked like a touch to me. That was a definite touch. And they're giving it to Mena.
Coach Lay's not happy with that call.
Serve short. Nice short set. Pushed over. Keeping it alive.
Now this is
We're making Mena fight right now. I don't know if the ladies are aware of it or not, but they're making Mena work, even though the score may not reflect it. And we have Kara coming in. Kara Anderson is coming in for Taylor Spinks. She's been our JV setter all year long. So this is a good way to get her warmed up for next season. We're keeping it alive. Nice job, ladies. Good job by Michaela Calvin. Hit from 40, and it goes right past our libero.
What a great job that time by Rachel Wood. And the thing is, they've got, they talked about the Twins earlier. I've seen a lot of other people besides the Twins that are doing very well for the Mena Lady Cats. Lady Tigers trying to just find some kind of rhythm here today, and it has been difficult.
Looks a little long by Jalen, but Mena kept that alive. Rachel goes and hits it again. Bonnie hits it as well. Right now's the way to take advantage of that back row because their libero isn't there. She's a very strong player. Oh, nice spot, Bonnie. They're there to cover it. A right side. Landry keeps it going. Kara tips it over. Set to their middle. And now we see one of the Twins.
21-6, and the Lady Tigers really have not looked like themselves, but I'm not going to take anything away from Mena. Mena has just played outstanding so far today.
I would have to say, though, every single one of Mena's points that they just received, they had to work for. And I don't know if you saw the excitement in Kara Anderson right there, but that was a perfect A set. And Riley with that kill. Those two are in rhythm, and for a sophomore to be joining during that state tournament, that's a pretty exciting play for her. There's some miscommunication going on. Not really sure. The official is coming up, talking to Coach Lays. I think we're good now. I think we're ready to go. We need some good serves out of Taylor Spinks right now.
Now here's an opportunity right here. Need a good set. Pragle.
Bonnie adjusts very well to that. They tip it over, and we're not there for it.
22-7. Coach, we have not had more than 2 consecutive points the entire day. And just have not, like I said, I know I keep overemphasizing, but just had a hard time finding that rhythm. And there's another one. 23-7.
And we're working hard. We're just, it's not coming together. We're not looking like ourselves right now. And hopefully we use that missed serve to our advantage.
23-8.
I think Bonnie has been our only consecutive server today.
Good.
Oh, wonderful serve.
Wow. Good. Marie almost hit that one, then she realized I'm standing on the line. No reason to hit this one. 23-9.
And you can tell that she has the down official laughing by that reaction.
And Bonnie hits it in the net. 24-9. Again, just 2 straight points. Lady Tigers just unable to get.
Hopefully she's able to shake that off, get back in this game. Make them work for that last point. They still can turn it around. They still can make it happen, but make them work for that last point.
24-9. Lady Tigers probably going to end up down 2-0. And that's going to do it. 25-9. Mena has been really dominant in the first 2 games, winning the first one 25-17. This one 25-9. They're on a mission, as we said earlier. Now,
you can't count our girls out, though. I will say this is not us. Watching what's going on right now, we're kind of frazzled. I see Lays making some personnel decisions right now, and our girls can definitely get their heads back in this and win it. Looking at that game against Gravett at the district tournament, you know, we played very frazzled that first 2 sets, and the girls came back. They pushed it to 5, and they walked home with the win. So don't count our Lady Tigers out just yet.
Well, I definitely wouldn't do that. And the thing is that for our Lady Tigers, it was just just a little over a week ago, our Lady Tigers were down 2-0 in the first round of the district tournament to Gravett, down 2-0, rallied back to win 3 straight. I think I would definitely say Mena is a step up in competition. No disrespect to Gravett. These Mena girls are really, really good. But we've done it before. What we haven't been able to do today, we have just it seems like we're fighting so hard, but just out of sync, out of position today. Just we haven't been able to sustain
Not as quick
something.
on our feet as we normally are. And part of that's because Mena is moving us around. But hopefully we're moving a little quicker on our feet this third set and really come back fighting hard, battling and ready to take home this win. You know, 1 point at a time, continuing to work away. I want to give a couple shout-outs, if that's all right. I got a text earlier from some of our FFA members. They aren't able to watch today because they are at the National Convention, but they wanted to wish the Lady Tigers best of luck and definitely wanted some reports on how our Lady Tigers are doing. So thank you, FFA, for continuously supporting our volleyball program.
Well, we're 1 minute away from the start of the third set of this match. Coach, we really need to play well here. I think we need this game. I thought the second set was important, and you could tell Mena jumped on us quick. We never really able to overcome the adversity of that game. We need something to turn in our favor here. We need some points. We need to show. I think right now we got to believe in ourselves that we can beat this team. I can tell you we have – I would put Mena at this point, just watching them, and you've seen more volleyball than I have for sure. I would put them close to a Berryville type team. I think Berryville probably, in my opinion, Berryville probably a tad, maybe a little better because I've seen them play Shiloh a few times. And I haven't seen Mena's play as much. I don't know about their consistency. But this is a very good team. It will take our best 3 sets to be able to make it to the semifinals.
And it is possible. You know, you can tell that Coach Lays is really thinking this through. What are some changes we need to make in this next set? You know, I'm sure that's what she was talking to the girls about. And we need to get some reactions going right now. The largest reaction I have noticed so far was Kara's set to Riley's kill. And we need some big reaction from our girls right now. Just getting themselves fired up, getting themselves pumped up just to turn this around. They definitely have the support of the Northwest Arkansas teams.
Both Shiloh and Huntsville behind the Lady Tiger bench. Just like last night, Lady Tigers behind Huntsville. Now we need a good start. And just, again, not a good pass that time to be able to play. And Bonnie really had to make it would have been an awesome play for her just to get it back over.
It's really going to start with one strong pass coming off of that serve, a strong receive game, and we hit it into the antenna.
And there it is, 2-0. Lady Tigers don't need to get down 4 or 5 points again. Need something quick, need it here.
And you can tell, again, they're picking on that same spot. Bonnie pushing it to that corner. Set up 2 outside. They're outside of Just. We're keeping it alive. Set to Spinks.
It's going to go
Spinks
long.
hits it, and it's out.
3-0.
I really would love to see the girls turn this around right here. Nice pass by Michaela. Good play by Riley, just getting up and playing that ball, being a little more aggressive. Jalen taking charge of that back row. That was a double touch on us. They didn't call it. Get up, ladies. Battle for that ball. Battle, battle. Spink steps over the line. They don't call it.
Well, that's good because we need that.
And we're going to keep it going.
3-1.
We need consistent run of serves right here. Spinks getting into that game. Getting in, playing strong defensively, and then again strong offensively. And it goes long.
4-1.
This is not a game that we can have errors in.
Rachel Wood now serving for the Lady Cats.
and we have some miscommunication.
Coming into the game again.
We have Kara Anderson coming in for Taylor Spinks.
Anderson back in. She did a nice job in here last time.
And her and Riley have played junior high together for years. They've both been setters. It's the first time they've had the setter-middle relationship, but they have a rhythm between the two of them. And right now, Kara's fired up, you know. She's excited to be in there in the state game. She's a little confused right now. Where am I supposed to be?
Coach, if we're gonna this is the time. 5-2 with Bonnie Kragel serving, and with this front line with Gregson, Gerwig, and Calvin, here's our chance to make a run. There's a nice serve by Bonnie. It's a high play back there, and not able to get over 5-3.
We have 5-3 right now. Bonnie Kragel again up to serve. Needs a big run on these serves right now.
5-3, Lady Tigers trail. Here's the serve by Kragel.
Nice serve by Kragel. And I'll tell you what, their libero is very strong. So for her to struggle with that pass says a lot. Bonnie's going to keep it alive with the free ball. Very smart placement of that free ball. Coming to their outside. Our block wasn't quite there. And Landry wasn't able to adjust fast enough.
6-3. Tough there when we got that free ball back over. That kind of set them up. 6-3. Still unable to pull that several points.
Nice pass by Landry. Perfect tempo on that ball. A little bit of a double touch from Kara, but they don't call it. Pushing it back to outside.
Marie able to dig that one down now. An opportunity.
Kara has a nice cross. Marie rolls it over. A little too high of a roll, but that's okay. They're staying alive.
Nice block.
Nice block by Riley, and I believe that was out.
Nice block, just unable. Boy, that was close.
A little stronger on those hands. She would have been able to shade that in a little bit more.
7-3, Lady Tigers down.
It's a nice serve from Mena. Kara pushes it to the outside. Marie rolls it.
Marie not quite able. She went deep to that corner, hoping to.
And we have Taylor Spinks coming back in. You'll notice the shift decision that Lays decided to make in that game. She's putting Michaela Calvin on right side and pushing Marie to that outside position. Pushing it to the outside. And we don't quite adjust enough to cover that. They're really pushing a lot of their hits to that cross court. It's either a short cross or a deep cross, and we're just not adjusting enough on that. And Coach Lay's calling for a timeout.
9-3. Let's take the timeout with them. Down 2-0. The Lady Tigers trailing this third set, 9-3.
You just bought that first home or maybe the first new car and you want it properly covered. Think Shelter Insurance and Mark Spence. Or maybe you just welcomed into the world that little gift of a child. You want to make sure that their future's secure. Think Mark Spence and Shelter Insurance. Let's face it, you want someone local, someone that you know, someone that can be by your side when you need them to be there. Think Mark Spence and Shelter Insurance. Home, life, auto, RV, boat, motorcycle insurance. Think Mark Spence, your local Shelter Insurance agent. Call 846-2999. That's 846-2999. Shelter Insurance and Mark Spence proudly support Tiger athletics and activities.
Okay, we're back. Lady Tigers down 9-3.
One of the advantages to the personnel decision that Lay's made is we have a different hit coming from our right side, a different hit coming from our outside. One of the disadvantages is Marie is a very strong blocker for the opposing outside, and so we don't have her block there, but I really think Michaela can step up to the plate and do that. They're doing a quick little lineup check, making sure Prairie Grove is in position. Coming out of that timeout.
9-3.
And it looks as though we're ready to go.
Lady Tigers need to stop the Lady Cats here. And it goes into the net. They help us out a little bit, 9-4.
And that's a good call on the timeout right there by Lays. You know, that's usually what you expect and want to see happen, you know, coming out of those timeouts.
Now Gerwig with the chance to get a little gets it over.
And it's going to be a rolled hit over. Gerwig with a nice pass. Small A set, good. Kelsey's keeping it alive, pushing it to the middle outside, going cross. And they're calling it on the line, and that looked out to me.
Oh, that was right here in front of us. That was close.
That is a hard one to read as a line judge, but just from where I'm sitting, it looked out, but, you know, definite close call.
Goes in the favor of the Lady Cats.
Setting our outside, Bonnie Kragel.
Well, they helped
on
us
the
out.
back row.
They helped us out there. That
looks
was
like we're
wow.
getting a free ball push over. Setters out. Kelsey's setting. Red free balls it over. Sets up Mena for a nice play right here. They go line, and we're not quite low enough to make that adjustment.
11-4. Nice job.
Mena's
Mena.
battling for this. Good job by Kelsey Webb for being there, making them battle for that shanked pass right there.
11-5, Lady Tigers with Jalen now serving.
All right, Michaela Calvin is next up to serve. There's a little bit of a miscommunication as far as who's coming in. That's going to keep Jalen on the front row.
Oh, man.
Marie and Jalen switched a little early. Michaela goes a little bit line on that serve. Got a hit from their libero. Libero goes long.
At this point, can they switch back in?
They can right now, and it looks like that's what Lays is doing.
Yeah. So a little bit of a mix-up there, but we're able to do it.
And the girls are able to keep their composure through that mix-up. And I will say, you know, part of that is Katie Bowman knowing that, hey, there's a problem right now with the decisions that they've made.
Coach, for the first time, we've put together 3 points. It's 11-7. Michaela Calvin serving. It's 11-7. Deep serve.
Michaela doesn't have a lot of heat in her serve, but she has pretty good placement. And we didn't quite have the block there. We left it wide open for Mena, and they took advantage of that.
12-7 now. Bowman coming in.
Bowman's coming in to play that back row. Marie's still on the front row. Still a little bit confused about rotations, but I think the girls are ready to get this back into motion.
Torek serving for the Lady Cat.
And we have some miscommunication.
13-7. That's in.
Oh, that's in.
Yes.
Good placement, Marie. Good placement.
13-8. Lady Tigers. Boy, we need something, Coach.
and you know what? The girls can close the gap right here. They just have to keep fighting. And apparently they weren't checked in all the way. So they're calling them back to the line. Making sure the book is correct. Now Jalen's coming back in. Hopefully this doesn't frazzle her too much and we can just have one good serve at a time.
You were complimenting Doug Bartholomew for driving for these girls. He just said, go Lady Tigers. Appreciate you watching, Doug. Nice block that time by Lady Tigers. Keep it alive. Oh! 14-8.
You know, his continued support this season has meant a lot to our players, and, you know, they appreciate him, and they definitely know that he's standing behind them today.
14-8. Lady Tigers down. Lady Cats have really played an excellent volleyball match so far, and they continue.
Nice pass by Bowman. Good hits.
Down.
That was a beautiful pass set hit right now, and that's the way we need to be playing this. We need more just simple pass set hit. Let's do this right.
And Coach, you and I were talking about that off air. That we just haven't had that today. We haven't had a lot of just pass, set, hit, and we just have not had that. We've been just fighting to keep the ball alive so many times and free balling it over. We hadn't had the chance to set that up. Well,
I really think there's an issue with the book right now. You can tell. Bonnie's mom is here. She's keeping track of that book. She's comparing what she has in her book to what they have in their book. And I really think it's more of a rotation issue than a score issue above anything. And I think Bonnie's mom is just making sure they're keeping it right and keeping them honest on that score. And I'm glad we have her here.
There's Landry Laird with a good serve. And now Bowman just has to get it over. Again, another opportunity.
Nice job by Landry.
Gerwig.
A little too far. I will tell you right now, Landry is having beautiful passes that are on point, and is making great defensive decisions, looking at where the block is, looking at where that hitter swings, and if she keeps going, we can get some good pass-it hits right here. And we're setting that ball to no one.
16-9.
And again, Kara Anderson is coming back in for Taylor Spinks.
Hines serving for the Lady Cats, 16-9.
You know, not playing much in these varsity games throughout the season. Kara's doing an excellent job stepping it up. Being a front row setter is a little different for her. You know, it's been a while since she's had to do that. I know that during JV, she played mainly a 6'2", shoot, so she wasn't on the front row that much, but I think she can definitely step it up, make it happen right here. Nice hit by Bonnie. That was a beautiful set to Bonnie. 40 comes up, and it's right on that line.
18-9, and Coach Lays.
It looks like Coach Lays is about to call a timeout right here.
Is that her second timeout?
That is her second timeout,
so that's her last timeout for this set. The Lady Tigers down 2-0, 18-9 in this set. And we have just seemed out of sorts. The most we've been able to put together 3 straight points is the most. It's going to take a big turn of events for us to see this thing turn around.
It's going to take, you know, just going back to the basics of volleyball, pass, set, hit. If you're sending that ball over the net, don't send it over as far as let's make Mena mess up. Send it over where can we take advantage of the areas they're not covering, and that's what we have to do.
18-9, Lady Cats lead. Hines serving.
Michaela Calvin keeps that ball alive. Bonnie's setting it to Jalen on the back row, and Jalen doesn't have enough power to keep that ball over the net.
Now Spinks coming back in for Anderson.
And right now we need Spinks being that front row player. We need her block over there, and we need her being that aggressive front row setter.
20-9, and Coach, it's going to, with being down at 20-9 with the way Mena's playing, we are in desperate times here to have something turn around for us. And she's serving it to the same spot.
And that's what Coach Lays is telling the girls. Where has she served it?
And now if you're Hines, you go just a tad deeper because we moved up. That's what she does. And
that's what you want to do. You want to make them move. Bonnie's there and isn't quite in position to catch that ball.
Well, Coach, at this time with 22-9, I don't want to throw in the towel yet, but as we start looking at it, we have to compliment what this team has accomplished this year. 23-9, this team making it to the quarterfinals of the state. You've got to tip your hat to them, making it back to the state, and now coming into the game. 23-9, here comes Marie Gregson.
And you can see it on the girls' faces right now. They know their season's coming to a close. It's breaking their heart. It's breaking my heart. But these girls have done so much. They've worked hard. They've grown. And they've really embraced Coach Lays and her coaching style and believed in her while she believed in them. And what a great monumental season, and what a way to end your season year knowing that you have this team behind you.
And now just 1 point away, and we're going to tip our hat. Stay with us. These seniors, we want to pay tribute to them whenever we're just 1 point away from being over. And give Mena all the credit today. They have come to play. They're on a mission. They want to make it back to the finals. And now Spinks.
Oh, and a great dig by Landry Laird. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, ends Lady Tiger volleyball season.
And you can see it on their faces. They know they played hard. And we have our Lady Tigers. Let's give a shout out to these seniors.
Landry Laird,
a 3-year starter for the Lady Tigers. Libero all 3 years. Incredible career for her, making it to the state. These girls made it to the state tournament 2 out of their 3 years. Another one.
Marie Gregson. She again is a 3-year starter. She played continuously, for the last several seasons, has stepped up as a leader on this team and has played a vital role. Kelsey Webb is another one of our seniors. She went from 2012 continuously starting on JV to earning her spot on varsity, and really was a vocal leader on our team that we needed. Our next senior that we have is Jalen Kilburn. She is the momentum builder of this team. When she gets up to serve, we always know that we can count on her. She's done an excellent job. Our next senior is Michaela Calvin, someone who has always had Lady Tiger volleyball in her blood, whether she's been on the court with us or not, and has really battled to be out there and has proved herself. Our setter, Taylor Spinks, who, as a setter doesn't always get a lot of praise, but really does a lot of work and is greatly appreciated. And there's one senior that did not get to play. She is our foreign exchange student from Holland, and that is Joni. And honestly, I don't know Joni's last name, but I know her as Joni from Holland.
Well, I'll say this in closing. We appreciate all of our sponsors. Our Everett Chevrolet Players of the Game, we're going to tip it to our seniors for a great career that they have, making it to the state tournament 2 years out of their 3. And I'm going to say something about these seniors. I've watched these girls, having Marie on the team. I've watched these girls in several different sports over the years. It's a close-knit group. We will miss them. They have continued a tradition of volleyball, Coach, that you are a big part of in building that will continue. And I know Coach Lays will continue it. And Bonnie Craigle and Katie Bowman and Riley Gerger will have to take the torch now and take it forward. And I'll tell you one thing I love is watching that I'm going to miss most I'll miss most about this being team is I won't have a daughter playing. But but taking the personal part aside, the thing I'm going to miss most is the passion in which these girls to watch Kelsey Webb when she gets a kill, and to watch her she's almost got the Kevin Garnett from basketball style of that. And my daughter Marie, to watch her when she gets something good, very animated in what they do. They got a lot of passion for the game.
I also want to say hats off to Coach Lays, for walking in, this summer and picking up this team and really taking them as far as they have. Well done, Coach Lays. Well done, Lady Tigers. We're all so proud of you.
Well, that's gonna do it for our 2014-15 volleyball season. For all of our sponsors, and especially PG for providing all of the servers and things that we need to be able to do this webcast, we thank them all. For our East Lab students, Stephen Vickery and Miles Lowe, for Coach Hannah McDonald, I'm Lynn Gregson. That's going to do it for this season. We will see you Friday night for Senior Night, Berryville. Thank you. Have a great evening.